Hello, mortals. This is the Booktube Goddess, the #1 drag queen booktuber on YouTube. And this is a get ready with me where I go into drag to film videos today. And I am sorry I'm late. I'm a little bit late. I was running late. I was rushing to put on the base, but here I am. Oh, hey, Lynette. Yes, a new wig. My missing wigs have not been found. Well, I am here, Lynette. So, oh, I wanted to thank you for giving me a tip in the last live stream because I think I didn't see it, so I wasn't able to thank you then. So thank you now. Oh boy. So, oh, here we go. Here's someone else. Cool Gamer. Hello, Cool Gamer. Are you here for because of my Critical Role videos, maybe? Oh boy. So yeah, I have really been running late. And I guess let's get started. I wish I didn't have time to do a white base like I was planning to on the eyelids. And I can't find that little white brush I like using, which I lost last week. Somehow, some way. Hopefully some other people will show up, but if not, I am happy that at least a couple people have showed up. Oh, is Umit here? Hey, Umit. Now, were you the one? Oh, here it is. Here's my white brush in front of my nose. Were you the one that said you picked a couple books for my book haul? I think that's great. It makes doing the book hauls all that much worth it. So you can see they're still, my shelves are still in disarray. Okay, I just want to get something down. At least some white under the brows today. Oh, that's so great. I think the ones you picked, now I don't know if you're a young adult reader, but the ones you picked, I believe, were really good transitions from young adult to adult. Because there's elements that people like in young adult. And what were the books you picked? The First Truth and something by Trudy Canavan. Although I would have suggested for Trudy Canavan to start with the Black Magician trilogy, but the Priestess trilogy is really good too. Doesn't seem like Trudy Canavan gets much recognition. I think she's an Australian writer, Lynette. Okay. Hold on. I have my screen way far away, so it's hard to see what you guys are writing. So hopefully this won't. There we go. It's better. Oh, hey, Lori. Thank you for coming. After watching your box video, I decided to read. Oh, Howl's Moving Castle. Oh yeah, and you read it already. It's a fast read, isn't it? Yeah, it's nothing like the movie. Well, I shouldn't say nothing, but the movie's a lot different. Has a different tone. They changed the story a little, but it's a fun book. My favorite of the Diana Wynne books is Crestomancy series. There's, I don't know, 3 or 4 books in that series. But it's about a young boy staying or inheriting, I forget the story, but like an old manor with magic in it and that type of thing. Never heard of Canavan before. I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. Like I said, especially if you're coming from the young adult world. Yeah. Trudy Canavan, Elizabeth Hayden. Yeah, I think she's the other Australian epic fantasy writer I really, really liked. I think she's her novel. Oh, what am I doing? Hold on. I'm switching chairs. Like, why does my butt hurt? Okay, this is my more comfortable chair. Yeah, Elizabeth Hayden. I think she's Australian. Or am I mixing her up with Sarah Douglas? One of the two. Sarah Douglas or Elizabeth Hayden. Right, really, really good epic fantasy. Well, they both do, but only one of them is Australian. Just trying to set this white with some powder. I really should have done this with a brush. Well, in fact, let's switch to a brush. Brusha. Okay. I love Jade War. Jade War, excellent novel. Oh, and this is, I don't know if you did it because of this, but it's Asian Pacific Islander reading or Heritage Month, something like that. It's a good one to read for that month. Yeah, I was saying that one would be a great like Netflix or Amazon Prime or one of some series. It would be. I don't think it'd be as great of a movie. Hey, Stick, welcome from Norway. Yeah, Jade War. I don't think it would be that great of a movie. I would rather see it as a live action series because it is a family epic, like Thornbirds or Forsyth Saga. Those are some of the novels I mentioned in my video. Although now that I'm thinking about it, The Godfather is a family drama at its root, but those were movies. But anyway, who knows? The Terror by Dan Simmons. I haven't read that one. I don't know if soft fantasy, horror, romance. Well, that's everything. Fantasy, horror, romance. Australian friend just published her debut novel. Congratulations to your friend, called Ashwood and Brimstone. Emily Olivieri. Yeah, that's the only. I only recall reading the Hyperion books by Dan Simmons. which is, of course, highly recommended by most sci-fi fans. Oh, yeah, if you like Dan Simmons. Ooh, The Cult of Trump. The Good Wife of Bath. I don't know any of those books, but I could guess what The Cult of Trump is about. Really, no audiobook. For Hyperion? I can't believe that. Fit to be Red's here, yay! He's had a great series of books on cyberpunk this week, which I need to catch up on, but everyone should take a look at it. Oh, I hope you like Jade Legacy. I thought it was amazing. You tried Hyperion, you liked it a lot. Oh, you like Cloud Atlas. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Cloud Atlas. I've only seen the movie. I don't know if I've read the fourth book, now that you mention it. When was the fourth book published? Because it's been... I'm fairly certain I read them when they were first published. So I might have missed the fourth one. Okay, anyway. Let's get on with the show. I'm going to... I thought the black... I'm going to try to do a similar look as last week, but I don't want the white sort of second cut crease to be so thick. I want to try to make that a little lighter. I mean, not lighter, a little thinner. So that said, I do understand why drag queens do this to make the lines, because it did look a lot sharper. Oops, shit. Dropping my palette, not a good thing. But thankfully it didn't break. Okay, so. That's one side. Then, of course, the trick is getting this even. Is anyone watching RuPaul's All Stars? Fit, I imagine you are, maybe? I am a huge Jinx Monsoon fan. And she did a brilliant Snatch Game, which is a celebrity impersonation of Judy Garland. And she won the episode. But for the Drag Race audience, I wonder how many... I mean, I'm sure everyone has heard of Judy Garland and seen her in Wizard of Oz, but her later years, I was wondering how many people actually are familiar with that voice and personality. Okay, anyway. Oops. I'm treading past ground. Oh, the terror. It's historical fiction. I mean, historical horror. When was it set? Yeah, you know me and Drag Race. Okay, so I have the black here. If I leave it like that, it's going to be... I feel like it needs to be bigger. Okay. I feel as though it should go all the way to my temple almost. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Not even, but what else is new? Oh, a D&D character for one shot tomorrow. Oh, fun, 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 fun. It's been so long since I've played D&D. That's why I love watching Critical Role. 1840s, huh? Arctic expedition that went missing. Oh, I remember you talking about that. So I assume the novel is like a dramatization of it. Okay, so I'm going to, okay, let me, I was using the face paint to do the black sort of outline, but I'm going to use a liner. This is like the magnified end of a mirror. Which... I have to admit, I'm still in a reading slump. I've been stuck on this middle grade book. I think last week I said it was Premeditated Myrtle. I'm wrong. Premeditated Myrtle was a very fast read for me. Loved that book. I liked it was fast paced, a mystery set in Victorian times. So I went and decided, well, I'll just do one more middle grade. And it's called Violet Veil, the first book in that series. And it's also about a young lady detective, 12, 13 years old. Same as Premeditated Myrtle, only she has some supernatural ability to see ghosts. So I was really psyched to read what I thought would be similar to Premeditated Myrtle. But I don't know what it is. I'm just not invested in it. But I don't want to DNF it, but I feel like I should because it's been like 2 weeks. I've been trying to read this silly book. And I don't know. There's just something about it that I'm not being invested about. So my question to you is, when should you DNF a book? Because part of me just wants to give it a chance because I don't think the writing is bad and I like the characters. I mean, I think the writing is for middle grade. Well, not for middle grade, but as middle grade goes, I think it's well written. And I like the characters. I just don't like the plot. I know, it's kind of weird. Man, I think I need to get a new liner. Okay, so my question is, oh, I love wizards. I always played a female wizard in Dungeons and Dragons. Spider called Lolth? Doing Lolth? Lots of THs. A lot of them. That's what I think of when I think of spiders. Too many S's, it's more like a snake, but like Lolth. Oh, add the monster. Yay. Kind of reminds me of The Thing, which I know is based on I think, short story, but I'm not sure who the author of that was, but I've seen the movie. Get your food, Lori. Oh, you're reading frenzy. I want to be in a reading frenzy. Literary fiction, train dreams. Yeah, I love coming across a book like that. You have no problem DNFing a book. Sometimes I don't fully DNF. I just lay the book aside and say maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I'm just in a bad mood. Oh, on your guys' recommendation, I did get The Wind Up Girl. Hope I got the right book. It's by Paolo or something like that. But that'll be my next read depending on what happens with Violet Veil. Because I want to switch to, that's my door. Turn that off. I want to switch to some adult works. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly try to draw a line. Dang, this. Another black liner. No, I don't. I may be in trouble. Oh, hold on. Now it's white. Okay, I'm opening up a new white liner because the other one was drying out. It's probably my fault. I was seeing that. Well, it's been a while. Okay. So that line is defines the shape. Now, what I'm going to do is draw the white sort of cut crease thing right on top of it. And again, I don't want to make it really large. I'm just covering the black line now, which I didn't mean to do. I could have just done this in white. That wasn't my hair, that was a bristle. Okay, this look is going to look nothing like last week. I made the shape really more almond. I don't know why. I always like this side better, even though I'm right-handed, so it's sort of easier to draw on this side. The mysteries of life, I guess. Based on the writing style or form after a paragraph, don't mind that at all. For me, it's all about the plot. Oh, McDonald's, who goes there? Okay. I've not read it, but interesting. June on the Ranch. Oh, horror westerns. Horror westerns. My mind is blank on that one. Hey, Cappuccino, glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, harder to. Yeah, I did pay for this, so. This isn't horror, but it's based in. I'm thinking of Anne Rice's The Mayfair Witches series. By the way, all these books I'm mentioning are books that I'm reminded of because I'm doing these big bookshelf tour or unboxings. But it's horror, obviously, Anne Rice, and it's set in New Orleans, and it's a family saga. But I believe it starts fairly early, maybe 1800s. Really like that series quite a lot. Okay. So what color did I do last week? Last week I did pink and purple. So this week I was going to do blue again. Yeah, I'm going to do blue again. So let's get a brush. Yeah, well, it's like I spent money on this book. I guess I could return it, but I don't know the policy of Amazon returning Kindle books. I would assume if they do allow it, you'd have to do it like, I don't know, within the first day or two. Not that I return books often at bookstores. In fact, the only time I can recall returning a book at a bookstore is I got this book. I read the blurb, sounded interesting. I forget if it was an author I liked or not. And then I bought it, started reading it, got about a chapter in before realizing I've read it before. Felt so stupid. Yeah, I'm trying to thin out this white line because I thought it was a little too big last week. I may be going in the opposite direction and making it too. No, I think I'll be fine. Not making any room to do a second color. Well, I guess I could do stripes. Okay, what's a color that goes good with blue? Remember, I don't do green because of green screen. Do blue and orange go together? I know blue and purple go together. I guess blue and yellow, but I'm a little afraid I'll make green. I guess I could do pink, though I did pink last week, but blue and pink is a lot different than, well, I guess I was going to say it's a lot different than pink and purple, but maybe not. Okay. Like Scribd because you are borrowing books rather than buying them. Oh, I didn't know that. Doing Garb August, i.e. reading trash, which can be fun. Reading trash. Is it like a trashy novel or something you found in the trash? I've definitely found books on the street that I've picked up and read. I don't hard D enough often, but writing style or characters are big. See, this is it, Cap. I like the writing style and I like the characters. It's just the plot. I don't care that much about what's happening, even though I'm liking the writing style and the characters are fun. It's weird. Sometimes if I'm having difficulty with the book, content or themes are hitting you wrong, I put it down. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, narrators make such a difference in audiobooks. Reading trashy novels. Okay. Of course, what is the definition of trash? One man's trash is another man's treasure, as they say. Okay, I'm just going to do pink because I think it'll be fun. Actually, this is pink. So as you can see, it's like a stripe. Here's a question, I guess for Lori. How do you how do you blend pink and blue? What color does that even make? Yeah, they really don't blend together, do they? But I guess it's like a purple. It makes kind of a purple. God, these eyes are so uneven. Okay, it's time to blend with the old fingers. Because again, these are face paints, so it's hard to blend them with a brush. Oh, I should do something in the under eye. Yeah, look, it's looking purple with the blue and the pink. I think I'm just going to do pink on the bottom. Okay. I need to set this. Okay, so let's put down actual eyeshadow and see what happens. Let's catch up. We are allowed to decide what is trash to us. With me, it is usually 1970s and 80s horror. So it's like Stephen King, Saul, Rice was back then. But I'm sure there's minor. Oh, um, Lumley. Was he the 70s, 80s? Yeah, Lumley writes trashy horror. He wrote this series called Necroscope. By the way, Lumley is highly influenced by Lovecraft. And as I've said before, I actually like reading books inspired by Lovecraft more than Lovecraft books. But his books are fun. They're a little bit dense. I think I would categorize them as trashy. There are tons of Necroscope books. I think there's like a dozen. But the one, if you're familiar with Lovecraft, the ones I like are the Titus Crow horror novels. I think those are a lot of fun. Maybe he's 90s. I don't remember. Yeah. Oh, once I get back to audiobooks, how long has it been since I've listened to an audiobook? Probably since the pandemic started. So I stopped reading or listening to audios because I used to do it when I exercised, and I kept thinking I'm going to go back to exercising. And then I started jogging, and my hip had issues, so I stopped doing that. But the one I'm really excited to pick up is The Good Girl's Guide to Murder, because it sounds, if you listen to the sample you get on Amazon or Audible or wherever, it sounds like a old radio drama, because there's lots of voice actors, and I don't know if there's sound effects in it, but I think that's kind of cool. I returned one book. The narrator's Fred Jackson sounded like Pepe Le Pew. Oh, that would have cracked me up. Yeah. Okay, so blue. Blue, 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 blue. Okay, here's a blue. This blue looks a little sparkly. I'm just putting it on my hand. Yeah, this blue is better. No, maybe not. This blue doesn't stick. Okay, let's try the first blue. Okay, it's blue, and I want like a hot pink. Oops. How many times can I drop something today? Yeah, this hot pink. Poorly done Australian accents. There's a drag queen show called IMHO, in my homosexual opinion. Anyway, one of the girls said to do an Australian accent, you have to say Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez. I can't do it. Jennifer Lopez. I don't know. Don't have me do accents. Do not have me do accents. I have no ear for accents. You know, something sad is a lot of Americans can't tell the difference between an English and an Australian accent, because I know I couldn't at one point. I thought they sounded the same. Which, to be fair, there are just so many in England. There are just so many variations of the English accent by region. So I don't know if I like these stripes, but we're sort of no going back now. It's getting really muddy right here. Okay. Well, I really went heavy with the under eye. No, I've had trouble making purple stand out, but maybe that's the trick, just mixing blue and pink. Okay. So I am going to clean up the eyes with the old micellar water trick. And then see what happens. By the way, I know it looks crazy now. If you've never seen this before, you have to trust the process. Food all put away. Yay. Yeah, the vowels. Ow, wow, wow. I Shouldn't even try. Australians upspeak. Yeah. They go up. They go up. They go up. Yeah. Oh, what? Here's a funny story. Um, this guy I knew who was from Thailand, I believe, was um, at a hotel in Texas, and he was in this hotel, and he was amazed because everyone was speaking with a Swedish accent. He couldn't figure it out. Why were there so many Swedish people here? Well, to his ear, he couldn't tell the difference between a Southern accent and a Swedish accent. So just goes to show. Did you ever hear about that? There's a condition usually caused, I believe, by brain damage where someone starts speaking with a foreign accent. Like suddenly you wake up and have a Chinese accent or an Irish accent or something like that. I mean, it sounds incredible, but it's actually a documented condition. I wonder if I'm just starting my eyebrows too high. Okay, I'm going to reapply the white. But I think I'm going to use this white eyeliner. This isn't a white eyeliner. I had a white eyeliner. Is this going to be another day where I just look? I just look for. My only concern about this is that I'm going to put so much on. I wonder if it's going to crack, but we'll see. Even if it does, you probably won't see it on camera. I mean, when it dries, it could crack. Again, I'm just trying for a thin line. As opposed to the big line I did last week. I don't know what I think of this look. I think it's It's a little bit all over the place. Oh, shoot. I didn't do any. Maybe it doesn't need it. I'm going to let this dry. I think I forgot to put a little black in the blue to sort of make it fade a little bit, or variegate a little bit more. Oh, what's this? Really deep Scottish brogue is a bit difficult. It's nothing like a man with a Scottish accent. I just like almost all accents. Now, I will admit, sometimes I have a little difficulty between Scottish and Irish. Again, it's all in the ear. I also love Irish lilt. Yes, the medical condition I was talking about. Okay, there we go. I am an Australian who sometimes sounds slightly English because I think it is because I had years of speech therapy. Yeah, especially people from Asia that learn English either from, depending on where they learn English, even as a second language, they'll have a little bit of an accent in that language that's colored by their native accent. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, have you ever seen that movie, Memento? Yeah, it gives me more room. Okay, there we go. Hopefully this will go with the new wig. Oh, I could get really deep into that, but. Oh, Lynette, you did it to me again. Thank you so much. Oh, golly. I have to admit, I feel a little guilty sometimes when people give me a tip, but then again, it's sort of a recognition, I guess, of sorts. Okay, I am going to, with a thin brush, try to add some black where I should have done it before. Actually, I'm going to even go thinner. I'm going to go a little tiny brush. I thought I had a little angle brush. Oh, here it is. This is tiny, tiny. Some may say too tiny. Here's the other thing. I'm actually on my eyebrow that's glued down. For some reason, eyeshadow doesn't stick very well, even though I put face paint over it. So. Okay, see the difference that black makes? Or maybe you don't see a difference. Oh, and I just went over the white. Great. I can fix that later. I don't know if you could see it in the... Yeah, you can see a difference between this eye that has the black and this eye that doesn't. So. Oh, I'm holding this at an awkward angle. Yeah, I don't know if anyone watches these videos. Like after we brought, well, I do know some people claim to watch the videos after their broadcast, but someone just finds it and they're expecting to see one of those drag queen tutorials. This is done in real time, which really gives you an idea of how long the process is to put on drag makeup. And I just think it's funny that oh, where's the light? That people may not realize how time consuming this can actually be. Oops, man. Oh, man, it brushed way under my table. Hold on. Okay. Just want to use the white again where I just messed up. Okay, now I'm going to cut the crease with white. Oh, that's not going to work. I'm going to cut the crease with the color that is not white. See, I did gold last week. That's it. Let me look at my glitter. Actually, it may be cool to do blue because there isn't actually a whole... I thought I was going to do like another big blue look, but since I used so much of the pink, I think... yeah. Some blue glitter. I think I'm going to do blue. So let's this away. We need this. job. You see a difference? Yay! With the black. Oh man, this side. Oh well. Let me go back and fix that. Breakfast and bread. I haven't had. No, that's not true. I have had breakfast and bread. Bed. Oh, you missed some things? Oh, Vegemite. I shouldn't make that face. I have never had Vegemite. I've just seen it, heard it described, and seen some reactions for non-native or people that aren't used to growing up with it taste it for the first time. Yeah, I've heard the same. Okay, so I'm going to put on this blue. Gosh, this blue is so dark it almost looks black. Okay, I have a lighter blue that I'm going to go underneath it with. Do that first. Okay, now I'm going to go with this brush. Switch to this other blue, which still may be too dark. Oh, no, it's not. I wish I started with this blue. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the white. Well, let's start here. Yes, we're at the we're at this part where I am not talking, I'm focusing, and you get to see the top of my head. Um, okay, this is a mess, but we're going to see if glitter can't fix it. So I'm going to start with the, hold on, I need to wipe my hands. Okay. Okay, so start with blue glitter, and I may do some white glitter to sort of marry it to the inner corner. Okay. Okay, go to white. That's a lot of glitter. Okay, so I don't know where we are. Okay, so what do we have? Vegemite rolls. Oh, you don't have lunchrooms in school? Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. I've always had lunchrooms in school. Maybe that's just an American thing. I don't know. No, the other places do it too. Chicken sausage on a hot dog bun with mustard. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I like pickles. Oh yeah, I was just ooh, fish and chips. I was just at a place here in Vegas that my friends wanted to go to called something pasties, which are basically kind of like empanadas. They're these savory folded pastries. Anyway, they had something on the menu called homemade chips. And I was like, ooh, homemade potato chips. That sounds great. But of course, we got French fries, um, or what we call French fries, rather than the potato chips or crisps, as it were. And on this one, I don't understand the calling them chips because they don't look like chips at all. Their chips aren't long and thin. The other thing is calling cookies biscuits. I don't get that one either. That's what do you call biscuits? Which I guess we would call muffins. Biscuits. The other one I don't get, and I don't know if this is a brand or a name of a certain type of cookie. But the word digestives sounds like a medicine to me. Okay, so we're going to go with the inglot. I need more inglot. This is all I have left. So anyway. Coming on the home stretch for the eyes. Thank God. I don't like pasties, but I like Australian meat pies. I like the pasties we had, but they were, I guess, Americanized versions. We got one, Dennis and I split. We each got one and then split it and ate each other's half. We got the traditional chicken pot pie, which was like chicken and veggies and, like which we do in peas, which you would get in a chicken pot pie. I don't eat red meat, by the way, which I always have chicken. But the other one we had was the chicken tikka masala, which can't be English. I mean, it's chicken tikka masala in pie form. And that was really good. I think I preferred that to the more traditional pot pie. Okay. Yeah. I do like how this inglot is so black, and it really makes things pop. I'm sorry if I'm going down low. Okay. And now we're going to have to set this with black. Such a process. Okay. I'm also blending the under eye out just a little. I'm also trying to blur the blue a little into the black. And this is a real brush. No, this is a paintbrush. Okay. So I think this is pretty much the eye look. I am just going to put a little bit of white. There. Hmm. Okay, so I think this is the final eye look. Again, they are definitely not even. Hopefully the lashes will help hide the fact. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I missed a lot. Ooh, scones with cream and jam. Ah, yes. So decadent. Oh, biscuits and gravy. Yeah, great southern dish with scrambled eggs. Yep. Yeah, that's sort of the. If you go to the South in the United States, it's grits and what are grits? They're just like cornmeal. It's very, very bland. I find grits very, very bland. But if you load them up with butter and salt and pepper, tastes like butter and salt and pepper. but it's nice to mix with like a runny egg because it gives the egg texture. I don't know if I'm making that sound good. Runny egg. Yes, love tikka masala. Oh, okay. They charge. That's exactly what I had. Tikka masala pasties. Sausage rolls. Ooh, I love potato leek soup. Mm. Oh, I think that's hilarious. Starbucks failed because you have so many little cafes. Well, I know in San Francisco we had a lot of coffee shops. I don't know if you call them a cafe, but they sometimes served. Starbucks was just a lot because I went to Starbucks too. It's just a lot more convenient because they seem to serve you faster, and a lot of those little San Francisco coffee shops didn't have the greatest food. So yeah, potato leek soup. Yum yum. I haven't had that in a long time. Oh, pumpkin soup. Yeah, pumpkin squash soups. I used to make a potato leek soup. I have to find that recipe. I mean, it's so easy. You just caramelize the leeks. I don't know if there's onions as well. Maybe it's just leeks. And then just um, throw the potatoes in. I don't know if there's cream in it or if it's just creamy with the potatoes, but you have to blend it really well. It wasn't that hard to make. I actually love pumpkin pies. Oh, you can't get pumpkin in a can. Oh, wow. So that is, if you can't get pumpkin in a can, it's quite a chore to make pumpkin pie or pumpkin anything, I guess. Yes, Fit. All Stars has started. Boy, you were early to the conversation or late to the conversation. Jinx is so good. Oh my God. They released the first two episodes, and the second episode is Snatch Game. All I can say is Jinx. Jinx, Jinx, Jinx. Yeah, it's better to have a variety. Um, you use the Starbucks beans because all I can say is they are expensive. I mean, you can get much cheaper beans. Oh, I just blended away my nose contour. Let me try to put that back. Can't find. Oh, here it is. I'm going to find the brush I was contouring my nose with. I think for Star Trek All Stars, you have to get Paramount Plus, which we have for Star Trek. Oh, by the way, I have been watching the new Star Trek series, New World, something like that. I kind of like it. I mean, part of me doesn't like that they're really breaking canon in some respects, but then again, I really kind of miss episodic science fiction series or the nature of Star Trek. Because I think since Babylon 5, a lot of sci-fi series have evolved just to have these like huge story arcs. So if you miss one episode, you miss them all. But so far in the New Worlds um, series, you can, it doesn't matter because since the episodes are episodic, you don't need to see them in any particular order, at least so far. But to me, it's like going back to the roots of Star Trek. Okay. And add a little blush because I always brush it away. And time for my favorite part, lips. Oh boy. Okay. So let's catch up. Oh, I didn't know that. They over roast their beans. I never heard that. Yeah, that's true. Now that you can stream, doesn't matter. But there's also it's like reading a novel versus a short story. Most of us love novels, but every once in a while you'll read a short story because when each like episode is self-contained, there's something different about it than when it's part of a larger story. It's like a short form of storytelling than long form. Anyway. Oh man. I don't know if I did a great job. So let me, where's that paper towel? I really miss those little makeup wipes that I used to use in Oakland, but I noticed in Las Vegas they dry up like in minutes. I'm just taking the makeup off around my lips because I heard that makeup sticks better when it's not over a ton of foundation. So why don't we do pink? And where's that little brush? Where's that little brush to blend, blend, blend? This. Okay, I think we're just going to go with that. Maybe with just a spot of white. Okay. Okay. Yes, yes. Especially on Babylon 5. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so true. Although sometimes they're just so long, it's like, oh, I want to see this streaming series, but I need, because if you're like me, you're kind of addictive to watch the whole thing. But it's like, oh, I need an 8 hour or 6 to 8 hour block to watch this. Programming the VCR. Miss the good old days. Of course, there were days before the VCRs. Oh, really? Next Generation didn't show until season 5. Wow. Yeah, me too. Well, I can't remember if we had a VCR. I think VCRs were around, but we just didn't have one. No, that's not true because we did rent tapes. I can't remember when we got a VCR. Yeah. I think we're all about the same age. I wonder if that's how it is with YouTube. The majority of your um, subscribers are near your age. Okay, I'm going to put on eyelashes. You can't take on forever. I did get new eyelashes. I don't know why it was in. Oh, it's an apple. I was like, this is the clover? No, it's an apple. Um, but it's like a bunch of pairs for $10 or something. These are not expensive eyelashes, but they're allegedly big. And I think I'm just going to go back to using Weave Bond. It's just so darn convenient. See, I remembered my lashes this time. Ew. It's the other thing. It's just a little globby. That's okay. That's one down. Okay, so this is the final makeup look. But guess what? We have one more thing to show you. As you can see in the video, you get to see the new wig. As I said, I lost 4 wigs during my move. They haven't been found yet. Maybe they will at some point. But because I lost or can't find both pink wigs, I got another pink wig. Brand new. It is a lace front. Let me actually zoom out just a little bit before I put it on, if I can. Okay, let me move it this way. So let's see what it looks like on the old noggin. This is the, I got the wig from the same place that I usually do, Wigs by Friston. What do you think? I don't like gluing down lace fronts, so I'm hoping this will. There we go. Throw on some gloves. It's funny because I wasn't planning on getting a wig. Well, I was kind of planning, but I haven't received any money from YouTube yet. But I know I'm supposed to get a check. But then I was like looking on Friston's Etsy site, and he was having a flash sale, which is what it sounds like, a temporary little sale on his wigs. So I was like, okay, you need a new pink wig, just get it. Oh, I forgot earrings. Can I put on earrings with gloves? I'm dropping things on the floor, but I'm not caring now. This is the final look. We have, I don't know what I would call these eyes today. I wasn't planning on going in this direction, but this is the direction we went into or ended up with. And we have a new wig. I like this wig. What do you think? What do you think of this wig? I mean, it's kind of matronly, but I like matronly. And I like the style. I like this wave here. So my other wigs have been a little droopy, but it's because I have been moving and carrying them around a long time. And even though I do re-hairspray them, I mean, they do need to be refreshed. Anyway, that your books are more ordered. Well, I'm doing the unboxing. These are so not in any sort of order. I would, maybe I'll do a, how should I order these books? Or how should I don't know. The WIG, yay! Ooh, WIG. Oh, thank you. Oh, you like the WIG? Hey, Lex. Thank you. Yay. Jump on that. Yeah. I mean, these styled wigs are rather expensive. So he has another one up there now on a flash sale that's like $99, which is like really good. It's a hard front, and it's like a dark cherry color. So it's not a color I think, I don't know. Not sure it's for me, but maybe I'll get it. Thank you, Fit. Curls Waves. Yes, Lex. Wigs by Friston. He's on Etsy. He was a theatrical wig designer. He's Hawaiian. He's retired in Hawaii now. And just as his retirement extra income, he does wigs for drag queens, which are usually less expensive than some of the other places to get styled wigs. Of course, if you can style your own wig, you can save a lot of money, but not for me. Okay, so I'm going to go film some videos today. I think I may, well, I'm going to do a Critical Role vid, but then they're on a break for 3 weeks. So I do want to get this one out. I think I'm going to do another unboxing video, and I may do a Shelf It or Shove It just to have it on the shelf, or just to have it filmed, so I can make sure it will be released at the start of next month. And I think that's it. Okay, thank you again for joining me. Hope to see you here next week, as long as I'm here next week. And I hope you like this new wig. Oh, and I hope you like the makeup look. And as always, may all the books you read be blessed. Have a great weekend.